Good morning, brothers. Happy Monte morning. Oh, shaky. So grateful for Josh's message. Who cares if he didn't send a message last night? I'm just grateful to have your thoughts in my life, and so thank you for sending those this morning. It actually made me reflect. We just buried our next door neighbor yesterday, Karen Pilling. She passed away kind of unexpectedly. She had heart failure and she'd been kind of unwell over the course of the past couple of months. But I saw her on Tuesday. She was admitted to the hospital on Friday and then passed away. And they buried her yesterday, and I got to be at her funeral. And she had a homemade coffin. She built her own coffin. She was ready, and she was clothed in the robes of the priesthood. And I don't care what else you do in this life. If you get buried in the robes of the priesthood, then you've moved on to the next life, clothed in the robes of glory. And I know it's nuanced, and agency and how we live our life does matter in this life, but I was reminded of the hymn, God Speed the Right. It was one of the only hymns I ever learned how to play. I taught myself to play it so that if no one else in seminary could play him, I at least could play that one. But the line, like the great and good in story, if we fail with glory. I like the idea that we can fail in this life, but do it with glory. And maybe what that looks like is we've undertaken some worldly pursuit, or we've embarked on some kind of a mission. Maybe it's even a righteous mission, and we're unsuccessful. But if we do our best and we keep our covenants and we walk on the covenant path, then we can fail with glory, because we do have a Savior who atones for us, makes up the difference, and allows us to ultimately succeed. And I just thought of that transition from this life to the next, and the power of our covenants. And I think there's more to this than we realize, that in the next life we will be surprised by how merciful the Lord is and just how powerful his atonement is. And that once these scales of darkness fall from our eyes and a lot of the nonsense of this world is taken away, that most of the people who have accepted the gospel in this life will rapidly embrace it in the next life. And so keep the covenants, keep yourself clothed with priesthood power, and don't be afraid to fail. Fail often, fail quickly. And man, if you do fail, don't be afraid to dust yourself off and say, let's do this again. So grateful for your examples, and never give up. Never give up.